Good morning everyone, today is another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means we're going over all of the different campaigns which are ending with this coming maintenance. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, the very first thing I want to go over is of course the keyword. The keyword is LineUpForBattle. Alright, so once you simply type that in, you're going to press escape, go to systems, get campaign items, receive item account. And as we can see, Line Strike is here, and we actually get 100 card scratch vouchers, which is very nice, so make sure to pick that up, and you can use that right away. So we're gonna find over here, this is the Line Strike, we're gonna use a 10 pull right now, and hopefully we get some good cards. If you guys saw my videos before, I am building a light deck, so hopefully we do get some more light cards. Ooh, we got Phaleg, that's a dark card though. Ooh, we got Isaac, that's a light card. Fire, ice, light, very good. Wind, light again, and lightning. Okay, not bad. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I think this is a shiny over here, but we did get 3 light cards, which I am pretty happy. So here are all the cards that we got. Let us consume them, and wabam. I do believe we did get 2 shiny cards right there. So we go to Line Strike deck, we go over here and we just go edit. For example, we can see we got 2 shinies here. We got shiny. Yep, we did get a shiny. That's really nice. We also got this. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's see. Over here, we got another shiny. So I am a big fan of these shiny cards. I just really like the shine. It looks really good. Yes, we got Margaret as a shiny card. We also got Sukuna Hime in shiny version. That's really nice. And I believe she's also a light element, which is perfect. Works for my deck really well. And we also got this person. That is dark element though, but whatever. It's also a shiny. I'll take it. Very, very nice. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about are going to be the AC scratches. So the Code Geass collaboration is ending. So if there are still items that you want from the Code Geass collaboration, you better pick them up soon, because so far through the track record of NGS, there has not been any reruns for any of the collaborations. So if you want any items from this scratch, you better pick them up before the banner goes away, because once the supply dries out, those prices are going to go absolutely insane. Now, another thing that is also going away is the Refine Form May 2024. Now, keep in mind, this is an SG scratch. So if you did want the scratch count bonus, so I believe there are some poses over here which require you to actually scratch 30 times in order to get them. You can get some active caps over here. So there are some nice looking hats. You've also got the off-centered short mullet, as well as some stamps over here. So if you did want any of these bonus items, you are going to need to spend some star gems. However, do keep in mind that all of the new items in the price list are not going away. So when we get the new SG scratch, you can still get all of these new items. However, if you scroll down over here, you can see the ones that say display end. These are the ones that will be expiring and that will be going away. Now, these have been here for quite some time, so hopefully you've gotten most of them from your free scratches. But as you can see, like End Curse Layer, this is a type 1 hairstyle that actually looks pretty good and is pretty popular. So, you know, this is how you actually get it, as you can't buy these items or sell these items on the player shop. So if you want it, the only way to get them is through the SG shop. So please make sure that you do take a little bit of time just to browse through all of these items to see if there is anything that you want. The reason for this is because our mission pass is also ending. As you can see, the mission pass ends right after the maintenance, and it just so happens in the mission pass that we actually get a selector ticket. As you can see here on tier 20, there is the Refine Form May 2024 ticket, and this is a selector ticket which actually lets you pick any item that you want from this entire list. So the main items that I recommend people to look at are going to be the ones that are going away, just making sure that, you know, if there is anything that you don't have over here that you actually want, for example, the hairstyles over here, or maybe the outfits as well as the outerwear, some of these do look really, really nice. That way you can use your selector ticket to pick whatever you want. There are some vital gauges over here that look pretty good as well. You know, there's the Aina, the Manon, the Ran ones. These are all really, really nice looking ones. I really like the Aina one. I don't know why I don't rock this more often. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is of course the mission pass. As I said earlier, this is going to be ending, so try to get to tier 40 and make sure that you redeem all of your rewards. As you can see here, this is a lot of rewards. So make sure that you do pick them up, because this is where you get your 3-day shop pass as a fully free-to-play player. So as we can see here, I got my personal shop use 3 days, as well as the mission pass storage as well as the mission pass storage for 30 days. This is all really nice. Oh, we also got the Angelic Dash B. Oh, I didn't know this was actually one of the rewards. This actually looks like a really nice dash. As you can see here, you have these fiery wings. I don't think there is any way to get something that looks like this other than from the mission pass. So you definitely want to try to get to at least tier 26, because that's where you get the Motion Dash Angelic B, which looks really good. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the item recycle shop over here. As usual, we can pick up our 50 star gems, so make sure that you do that. It will cost you 50 NEX cubes, so I highly recommend getting the 50 star gems. That's 100% worth it. The alpha reactors are really up to you. It will cost you 100 NEX cubes for 50 alpha reactors, but as you can see, 50 alpha reactors actually converts to 175,000 meseta, which is definitely pretty nice. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the AC shop, as there is a special package over here called the Rare Drop Rate Set. And the main thing I want to point out is the bonus VR card game over here. I don't believe this emote was ever released in the West, and I think the only way to get it is to spend the 3000 AC over here, which is incredibly expensive. But if you really want this emote, this seems to be the only way to get it. Now, for those who are wondering what the VR card game emote actually looks like, it just looks like this. You stand in the center and then you summon like 5 cards in front of you, and you can just pull them out. I believe, I don't actually know anyone that has this emote, but I believe when you activate it, so when you like left click or right click, you do pull out a card, and it looks like you're battling someone with the cards. So, you know, if you really want it, you could pick this up. But again, I feel like 3000 AC is incredibly expensive for a singular emote. Now, the next thing I want to go over is, of course, the Genesis Point Exchange Shop. So if you do need anything, for example, the TA customization discs, as well as the Master Fragments, as well as Foundia capsules, you can definitely pick them all up here, as well as a bunch of LC capsules. But with all of that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the ARKS Records. So this week's ARKS Records is Broken World Solo. Just make sure that you run it at least once so that you do get your 20 ARKS Record badges. Now, as usual, you want your ARKS Record badges because you can get all of these nice looking weapon camos as well as extra star gems. Now, the weapon camos will be going away at the end of the month, so you still have a little bit of time. But personally, I would just get my 20 ARKS Record badges every single week, and in 2 weeks, you'll be able to get all 4 weapon camos very easily. The next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Aegis Integra exchange. So scroll all the way to the very bottom, Aegis Integra. We're going to exchange all of our Neo A weapons into Aegis Integras. And then with that, we're actually going to buy out all of our Aegis Souls over here, as well as all of the different Dominas, so that we can craft our Halphinales. So now that we've purchased all of that, we're simply going to come over here to the item lab, and then we're going to go to exchange enhancement materials, augment capsules, find our Halphinales right here, and boom, we can create 3 Halphinales. We're going to create that right there, and then we're going to go to our Lux Halphinale and see if we can make any of that. We can actually make 2 Lux Halphinales, which is definitely very nice. Now, do keep in mind that the Lux Halphinale prices have crashed significantly, so if you did want any Lux Halphinales and you do have a little bit of money, it might not be a bad idea to buy a couple off the market, simply because they're so accessible and they're so easy to get. But personally, you know, I would just farm them myself, but then again, I do have a little bit more time to play the game than the average player. Now, if you don't have a lot of time, but you still want to use Lux Halphinale because, you know, it gives incredible stats, 20 HP, 6 PP, 5% potency. It's a very powerful capsule. You know, you could always just spend a little bit of money on the player market and just buy a couple of these if you want. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, seasonal points. Make sure that you do farm up a little bit of seasonal points, as we are going to be getting new items right after the maintenance. So, you know, we're going to get another 40 of these Super Fantasy Festival special scratch tickets. So make sure to buy those out when they come out. And we're also going to get more alpha reactors. So that is just raw meseta. That's definitely very nice. Now, keep in mind, they also replenish like the Dreadkeeper 5s, as well as the Geass Mites, Geass Precision, Geass Technique 4s. They're all going to be restocked. Well, they're not going to be restocked, they're just adding new items in. So it's definitely worth farming a bunch of seasonal points so that you can buy out all of these key items from the seasonal point shop. Another thing I want to remind everyone is the limited time quest is actually going away, and it's going to be replaced with a different limited time quest. So if you did want any of these items over here, you might want to farm as much as you can, or at the very least I recommend doing it at least once, because remember, you do get a one-time clear reward of 10 of these Super Fantasy Festival special scratch tickets. So at the very least, do this at least once so that you get the first time clear reward. And then after you've done that, if you enjoy the limited time quest, just run it as many times as you want, because it will be going away and it will be replaced with another one right after the maintenance. The next thing I want to remind everyone is don't forget to actually go to the base game to spend all of your casino coins in order to transfer them into more SG. So again, the moment that you spawn into the base game, you're simply going to run to the purple machine over here. You're going to interact with it, receive campaign items, receive item account, and play in the Super Casino campaign. This is another 20 casino passes, so make sure that you pick that up. Remember, this is a weekly thing, so you just want to make sure that you pick it up every single week, and that way we can head over to the casino, and we're going to redeem all of those into casino coins now. So again, we head over to the slot machine over here, and we're going to spin this 4 times total, because it's 5 spins per try. Oh, we actually got a silver coin, so that actually gives us 300 casino coins, which is pretty nice. Again, your casino coins are listed on the far right over here. I've got 2,700, and that's another 500, so now we're at 3,200. Let's keep rolling, and that's plus 500 again, and this is the last spin that we have as we run out of casino coin passes. So now we have 4,200. So now with all of those coins, we're simply going to head over here, go to exchange for limited prize, and pick up our 40 star gems right here. Wabam. Now, of course, I'm going to need to play the casino in order to farm up more casino coins. I actually need 13,600 to purchase the extra 160 star gems over here. And again, you can do this on each ship. So if you do have multiple characters on each ship, you can buy out this 200 star gems every single week. And that will actually give you a total of 800 star gems every single week, which is actually pretty substantial. And last but not least, don't forget about your Alliance Badge Exchange shop over here, as you can pick up some extra star gems, 30 extra star gems to be exact. So make sure that you actually pick those up. And of course, if you need more Genesis points, you can also buy them here. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.